Hello everyone, welcome to Jeanette's Cooking. Today we will be making our own fufu powder. Fufu is a West African dish which is mainly eaten by people of the West Africa. First, we will be washing our plantains with a little bit of salt. Plantains are being washed neatly. The plantain is being peeled. The cassava is going to be peeled as well, and the potato is going to be peeled. After peeling them, they will all go in a brine solution so that it doesn't discolor our fufu. The plantain, the potato and the cassava is going to go in the dehydrator to dehydrate. Peeling my potato. You can choose to use a knife or a potato peeler. Whichever is easier, you can use. But I find this very quick when I'm peeling potato. Using the potato peeler peels everything quickly and nicely. It does a very good job. But it depends on you. It's okay. You can use a knife as well if you prefer. Cassava is being peeled. With the cassava, it's quite tough. It's quite hard. So it needs to be peeled gently. Carefully. The core, the middle of the cassava, the core of the cassava needs to be taken out before cutting into pieces. So this is how I'm going to be peeling and taking the core out and then cutting into pieces. The middle part is being taken out. Washing of the potatoes and the cassava. The next process, I will be chopping this is my potato neatly peeled and washed. This is my plantain. This plantain is not ripe. It's the unripe plantain, okay? And this is my cassava. I'm going to cut all of this in pieces, alright? So we can have a nice blend when we put it in the blender after dehydrating, okay? I am cutting my plantain thinly so it can dry in the dehydrator. I am grating my potato to make it dry very fast when it goes into the dehydrator. If you grate it very thinly, it dries very quickly. You put it in the dehydrator. Alright, I am cutting the cassava into thin pieces. So when I put it into the dehydrator to dehydrate, it dries quickly. So this is how thinly I am cutting my cassava. Okay. This is my cut into pieces cassava. It's cut very small and something thin. All different shapes, but it's fine. You can do it as long as it's cut into pieces and can dry once it's gone into the dehydrator. And this is my cut into pieces plantain, which will be going into the dehydrator soon. This is my cut into pieces potato and some grated. So this is the grated part and this is the cut bit. It's fine, you can choose to do it however you want. So this is the grated part, just for it to dry quickly, okay? And then this is my cassava cut into pieces. I will be draining everything and then I will be taking it into the dehydrator, okay? Draining cassava for a little bit. I'll be leaving it for a few minutes so every drain of water can come out, so it doesn't take too long drying in the dehydrator. Alright? Okay, so I'm putting everything in the strainer to drain all the water. Okay? I'm spreading the cassava in one of the trays. My dehydrator has 5 trays, so I'll be drying a lot at one time. Okay? So I'm spreading my cassava on one of the trays of the dehydrator. Yeah? Plantain, I am spreading my plantain on the other tray, and it's all going to go into the dehydrator together. So this is me spreading my plantain. Just give it a little bit of space for it to dry out. My potato. The potato on the tray. Cassava, plantain, and potato. Everything did not fit in at the same time, but that's okay. We're going to dry it bit by bit for it to dry properly and nicely. Thank you. These are the dried plantains. As you can see, they're very dried and crispy. Before blending them into a powder, you need to make sure they're crushed, okay? And these are the dried potatoes. They're also nice and crispy. Again, before putting them in your blender into a powder form, you need to make sure they're crushed. Well, it depends on the blender you have. If your blender is very strong, you can put it in like this. But I suggest grinding them or breaking them into pieces before putting it into your blender, okay? And this is the dried cassava. This is how the cassava looks when it's dried. You can also crush the cassava before putting it in your blender, okay? But this is the plantain, okay? So this is happening. First, we're going to this is the blended plantain. It looks really smooth. This is very smooth. Very, very smooth. I'm doing it in bits so that it can grind and blend very smoothly. Okay? I am sifting the plantain because there will still be little bits of parts that are not smooth in there, because I want my fufu, when making my fufu, I want my fufu to be really nice and smooth. So I'm actually sifting it so that every small bits that is not grind properly can come out. Okay, we have just finished blending our potato, our cassava, and our plantain. So this is how the cassava texture looks like. The cassava came out really white, and this is the potato. It came out a bit darker, and this is the plantain flour. This is the cassava flour, and this is the potato flour. The potato flour and the plantain flour looks alike in color, so you've got to be careful if you're labeling it and if you're putting it in a container. Just make sure you label it so that you know which one is which. So this is plantain and this is potato. This is potato. And the white one is the cassava flour. Okay, so this is how the cassava flour looks like. It's very, very white. It's the only one with a different color. But the plantain and the potato flour looks alike. Okay? So we can mix all this to make our fufu, our flour fufu. Okay?
You can measure them, the 3 of them, then you keep it in your container like this. Very nice and beautiful. Then you can keep it in your storage. Try to subscribe for Shinette. Very soon we will be doing live videos. See you. Bye.